Hi guys, maths for everyone. Today we're going to do some revision and there will be some different mixed topics. First, factorisation. Factorise 9y squared minus 36. Now I'm going to tidy it up a little bit because I can see these are square numbers. So I'm going to put that into this, and you can see this is going to be difference of two squares. So it'll be 3y plus 6 and 3y minus 6. Okay, that will be okay with that. Or I suppose I'm just looking right now, you can take the 3 out. So what I'm going to do here, something different, will be taking, what about taking 9 out first before we do that? So it'll be 9 out, will be y squared minus 4, wouldn't it? Yeah, and then it'll be, that's difference of two squares. Yep, you can do that. So I think that might be a bit better because we sort of factorize a little bit more. And you can take the 3 out and it'll be the same as 9, because when you take out 3 here and when you take out 3 here, it'll be 9. It'll be y plus 2, y minus 2. Okay, so that's all done. Okay, next one is another one. I'm just going to use the other one, so I'm going to have a problem rubbing it off. So next one is a trinomial, which is giving us 2t squared minus 7t plus 6. So let's have a look at this as soon as I can get rid of these numbers. Excellent. So 2t squared minus 7t plus 6. I'm going to do this because different ways of doing this. I'm going to use factorizing by grouping. Okay, so first thing I will do is I will times the coefficient of the first and the last. That will give me 12. Now, factors of 12, well, when you add it together, it'll be minus 7. So let's check with the 1 and 12. That's not going to give me 7. 2 and 6, not going to give me 7. When you add it together, that means. And 3 to 4, yes. 3 to 4, I can make 7. And I want to make it to minus 7. So therefore, I'm going to make it minus 3, minus 4. So I'm going to rearrange this into, I'm going to split this minus 7t into minus 3t minus 4t plus 6. Okay, and then I'm going to group. Make it into two groups here. What's the common factor here? T. It'll be 2t minus 3. I'm going to take minus 2 here. If I do that, 2t minus 3. Why? You might say, how did you get minus 3 from 6? I would say the factors of 6 is minus 2 times minus 3. Remember? Negative times negative is positive. So if I do that, if I take the minus 2 out, you still got minus 3 left in there. So therefore, my common factor now is a 2t minus 3 and t minus 2. So that's my factors. Okay, so that's not too bad. Now, next question is algebraic fractions. So I'm going to put the algebraic fractions here, and then you will have to simplify. Okay, simplify. So let's have a look. Let me have a look at the question. X squared plus 7x minus 12 all over x squared minus 16 divided by x plus 4 2x minus 4. Okay, before I'll factorize it, all that, I'm going to make it times and flip the second fraction. So what I'm going to do here, x squared minus 16 times, it flips, x plus 4. Okay, now this one's a modic. It's easy to factorize, isn't it? And this is what? Difference of two squares. So I'm going to set up like this before I start. So x, factors of 12 is 3 and 4, that will give me 7. So what I'm going to do is minus, oh sorry, it was a plus. It's a lot easier now. So I just missed a question. So plus 3, plus 4. Okay, and then this one is a plus 4, minus 4, because the difference is 2 squares. Excellent. So now we got that, and it'll be 2x plus 3, x plus 4. Okay, so that's done. Okay, now if you have any like difficulty to do this, I suggest you actually do more of these questions and get used to the factorizing, algebraic fractions and simplifying them. You need to do more practice, guys. Okay, and question 4 is about parabola. So y equals 2x squared minus 7x plus 5. For the parabola, y equals 2x squared minus 7x plus 5, part A, we need to find the y-intercept. Y-intercept is when x equals 0. So when I put the x equals 0 here, 0 here, I will get y equals 5. Easy. Next one. It says give the points. Oh, it didn't say just the values. Points means what? X coordinate and y coordinate. You have to have x values and y values. Points, it's more than one because you will get 2 x values. That means you're going to get 2 points. Okay? So find the points where the curve, which is parabola, most of 100% quadratic is parabola. Curve cuts the x-axis, which means we have to find the x-intercept, which means when y equals 0. Okay, so when I put the y equals 0, I'm going to do factorizing by grouping. So that'll be 10. The factors of 10, when you add it together, minus 7 will be minus 2 and minus 5. So what I'm going to do here is 5x plus 5. And then I'm going to do groupings here. So it'll be, what's common factor? 2x. X minus 1. I'm taking minus 5 out. It'll be x minus 5 equals 0, right? Oops, minus 1, not 5. Minus 1, I'm taking minus out. So this will be, 5 will be what? Factors of, they say minus 1 times minus 5. So when I take minus 5 out, you're left with minus 1. And then, therefore, it will be x minus 1 and 2x minus 5 equals 0. Therefore, my x value is 1 or 5 over 2. How do I know it's 5 over 2? Well, to get 0, one of these, or both of them, has to be 0. So I'm going to say x minus 1 equals 0 or 2x minus 5 equals 0. So that is the x value is 1 or 5 over 2. Now, question says find the points, not the x values. So I need to find the y value here when x equals 1. So I'm going to put that into here and I will get y values. But, okay, this is the part. We already know what y value is because we put that into 0. So it'll be 0 here and y value is 0 here. So I'm just going to put the point here. That was our y-intercept. Our x-intercept is 1 and 0 and 5 over 2 and 0. Okay, so that's done. So we've done that one. Okay, next one. It says find the axis of symmetry. Now, axis of symmetry is the one that actually, the line that divides it. Divides a parabola, like equally. Okay, it's right in the middle of the center. Okay, so there's a formula, minus b over 2a. Now, how am I going to do this? A, B, C. A is 2, B is minus 7, C is 5. Okay, and if you set up like this, it's easy to use formula. Minus b, so it'll be minus 7. 2 times a is 2, so it'll be 7 over 4. That's my axis of symmetry. Now that is also, because it's cutting it right in the middle, that's my x coordinate of my vertex. Okay, so next question is find the vertex, obviously. So vertex is what? And when x equals 7 over 4, what will be my y value? So I'm just going to have to put 7 over 4 square and minus 7 and 7 over 4 plus 5. And that way, my vertex, I'm going to put the v, 7 over 4, and you put that in your calculator, because I've already done the question there. My calculation says 9 over 8 for my y value. Okay, so it would be 7 over 4 minus 9 over 8. But let's put in a decimal so it's easy for us to sketch. So it would be 2.5 here. This one is 1.75. This one is minus 1.125. Okay, so now we are going to sketch the parabola with all the key points that we've collected through the questions. So I'm going to go. I'm doing pretty roughly. You need to use, I don't know, pencil, grid paper, all that sort of thing. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, that's my values. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2.5. And then it's minus 1, minus 2. So it goes from 1.75 somewhere here to 1.1 somewhere down here. So I'm going to put my 7 over 4 minus 9 over 8. So wish me luck. It's pretty rough, but you know what I mean. So make sure the vertex part is a smooth, it's a curved sketching, it's a curved, it's not like straight line or anything like that. So that's my all the necessary points. So this one is what? 5 over 2, 0, 1, 0, 0, 5. Then my vertex, and of course y equals 2x squared minus 7x plus 5. It's my name for the curve. Okay, graph. All right, so that's done. Next question is about sketching y equals minus 3 to the minus negative x, the power of a negative x. So this is the exponential curve. So let's start with y equals y equals 3 to the power of x. That's just classical growth graph of going like this, and when when x equals 0, we will get 1 here. Okay, so that's this one. Now what happens if it's a reflected? This one is like reflected by x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so if I reflect it by x-axis, I will go, that means if I fold it up, go like this, I will go like that, wouldn't it? Okay, so I'm going to make this one as disappearing. So I'm going to make this one as well go like this. So that's going to be y equals minus 3x. And then I'm going to reflect it on the y-axis. Then I will go, it'll be like, let's have a look. It's like this, and that'll be y equals minus 3, and then to the power of negative x. So I got it from the first, and I reflected on the x-axis first, and then with that, I reflected on the y-axis. Okay, so that is your answer for y equals minus 3 to the power of negative x. Okay, so that's not too bad. And of course, use like a Desmos, the online graph program, to check your graph. That would be good if you can do that. And next question, let's have a look. Okay, listen carefully. This is a trick question. Trigonometry. Find x if the area of the triangle is a 6 centimeters squared. Area is already given to us. not the question that it's like find area, but it's actual areas given to us. And write the answer in an exact form or whole number. So this graph is given to you. Actually, that's A, B, C, and that's a 30 degree. Okay, that's good because we know exact value with the 30 degrees, what, 45 degrees and 60 degrees, right? And this one, X is here, and it's 8 centimeters. So how are we going to find X? Okay, value. So what I'm going to do is A equals, what is it? We're using the sine rule. The finding the area of triangle using sine rule. It's A equals half times the length that's protecting the angle that we're going to use. X times 8 times sine 30 degrees. Now A was 6 and the sine 30 is half. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please have a look at the other video that already explained this one a couple of times. So please do that. Now, so 6 equals, we got 8 and 4x, right? Because half times half is quarter times 8 is that. And that is like 2x equals 6. Therefore, we divided by 2 on both sides, x equals 3. So that is 3, okay? It was a little bit different question. Normally that question will ask you to find the area of the non-right angle triangle because we couldn't use half times base and height, the classical one, but we have to use the sine rule, which is the same as half times base times height, but height is transformed into sine. Now, this is the last question, guys. You've done really well. Question 7. Stephanie finds the angle of elevation to the top of a tower to be 12 degrees, and she walks 90 meters towards the tower and finds that the angle of elevation has increased to 38 degrees. First sketch. So let's have a look. Now, with elevation and depression, all that, you need to have right angle triangle, guys. So I'm just gonna, regardless of storyline, I'm just gonna draw a right angle triangle. Okay, so this is a tower. And first, well, Stephanie's here. The elevation is 12 degrees. And then she walked to about 90 meters. And then elevation got bigger to 38 degrees. Okay? And then I'm just going to name this C, D. Okay, so that's the sketch we had to do. All right, fair enough. And then the second one says, show that BD here equals 90 sine 12 degrees over sine 26. Okay, show that. You have to prove it. So let's have a look at BD here. Okay, I think they use the sine rule. Okay, because you've got two sines here, so I know it's sine rule. So to find BD, this one, I need this. If I use the sine rule, I've already got sine with the sine 12 and then this BD matching up. I need this one with this one. I need this angle so I can match up with that. Okay, how am I going to find this angle here, right there? So let's have a look. If I can find this angle, which easily can do, which is 180 take away 38 is 142. I don't know whether you can see it. 142 here, and then this triangle, angle sum of triangle is 180. So 180 take away 12 take away 142. I will get 26 here. Okay, so now I can use a sine rule here. So always the unknown side, unknown angle goes on the top. So I'm going to go BD over sine 12 equals, I'm going to go with 90 over sine 26. Okay, so always keep up with the same order. If it's a side angle, has to be side angle on the next one. If it's angle side, angle side. So we went with a side angle, side angle. Now, I want to make a BD, the subject by itself, so I'm going to times by sine 12 on both sides. So what I'm going to get is sine 12 and sine 26 as required. Okay, that's the same. Excellent. So, and then what this next one says, it says find area, I think. Yes, hence, no, it's not. Hence, evaluate the height. Evaluate the height of the tower. Correct the 3 significant figures. You need to write it as 3 significant figures. Okay? So, let's have a look at, I'm going to go from here. I'm going to look at this triangle. I'm going to go this, so it would be sine 38 degrees equals H over BD. So H equals BD times sine 38 degrees. BD I have on the then previous question, sine 26 and times sine 38, and put all that in your calculator. You will get something like 26.2797 ... and it says 3 significant figures, guys. So 3 numbers, 26 point, not 2, 3 meters, because that rounded up. So answer is 26.3. Well done, guys. Go through this again, have a look at it, and then just practice. Good luck.